So today we'll discuss simple interest and compound interest, right? And compound. In simple interest, interest is calculated on the principal only. लिख लो. You can note it down. In simple interest, in simple interest is calculated. Interest is calculated only on the principal amount. Interest is calculated only on the principal amount. For example, P is the principal. R is the rate of interest per annum. T is the term. So if P is the principal, the money you borrowed after 1 year, the simple interest would be P into R into 1 by 100. Because this is one term, so the interest will be calculated for the one term. It will be this much, PR into 1 by 100. So at the end of the year, amount due will be principal plus simple interest. That is, amount will be principal plus PR by 100. So that is the amount to be paid after 1 year. Amount due after 1 year would be this much. For example, if you take 100, you borrow 100 rupees and say the rate of interest is 5% per annum. So after 1 year, how much amount to be paid? Yes, simple interest would be P R T by 100. That is 5 rupees. And the amount due would be 100 plus 5. So the best part about simple interest is that even the next year, your principal will be 100 only. The same amount will be the principal for the next year. During the second year also, simple interest would be P into R into 1 by 100. So for the next year also, the simple interest remain the same. And amount due after 2 years, at the end of 2 years will be how much? P plus PR into 2 divided by 100. That is, simple interest would be added every year. So in general, if you talk about the interest due after T years, yes, after T years, simple interest will be PRT by 100. And the amount due after the end of T years, this is after 1 year, will be principal plus the interest, which is PRT by 100. So this is the simple interest and the amount. Now, what is the difference between the simple interest and the compound interest? Yes. Write it down. CI, compound interest. Yeah, let's take on the next page. Compound interest. In the compound interest, interest is calculated on the whole amount. In compound interest, interest is calculated on the whole amount. That is, if P is the principal, after 1 year, what will be the amount? Amount would be principal plus PR by 100. That is, amount due after 1 year would be 1 plus R by 100. So this is the amount due after 1 year. But for the second year, your new principal would be this P into 1 plus R by 100. So the principal for the second year will become this amount. That is, for the second year, you'll calculate the interest on this amount. Right? For example, if you borrow 100 rupees after 1 year, amount due is 100 plus 5. But for the second year, principal would be 105 and the interest will be calculated on the rupees 105. So that is the difference between compound interest and the simple interest. So at the end of n years, amount due in compound interest would be 1 plus R by 100 to the power n. This is the amount after 1 year. And at the end of n years, amount due is this. What about compound interest? The difference between the amount and the principal would be the simple compound interest. So P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n minus the principal. So this will be the formula for compound interest. Questions करते हैं. P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, T is the term. And this is, R is the rate of interest per annum, and N is number of years over here. And this compounding is done half yearly. This compounding is done yearly, sorry. It may be there, that you find the interest, you calculate the interest at the end of half year, and then you do compounding. And again, you find the interest. In that case, the amount due would be P into 1 plus R by 2 by 100 because rate of interest is R per annum. So for half yearly compounding, rate of interest will become R by 2 and the number of terms will become 2n. This is half yearly compounding. तुम आओगे लेट तो कैसे समझ में आएगा? Yes, this is for half yearly compounding. That is, whatever amount you have borrowed, principal you have borrowed, you calculate the interest for 6 months, add with the principal, and then again calculate the interest on that. Because एक साल में 2 half year होते हैं, n years में 2 half years होंगे. हाँ. So number of years are n. So number of half years would be 2n. Now, if the compounding is done, if the compound, so normally rate of interest has been given for, no, it'll be 2n because number of half years, n is number of years over here. N is number of years. So number of half years will become twice. If it's quarterly compounding, so rate of interest per annum, if given will be R by 4 and number of quarter years कितने होंगे? There'll be 4n. What about monthly compounding? R by 12 by 100 and will be 12n, because in 1 year there'll be 12 months. So more the frequent compounding, more the interest will be higher amount of interest. Lesser compounding, less would be interest. So in compounding, compound interest, every year the amount for interest changes. Because whatever interest is there, it is also added in the principal. So in compound interest, you add interest with the principal and calculate the interest again. Whereas in simple interest, the simple interest, the formula is this. Formula is PRT by 100. Write this down also. Simple interest is PRT by 100 and amount is principal plus PRT by 100. Done? Hmm. He has invested, total amount is this. You have to find how much he has invested in the scheme B. Interest has been given. Total interest has been given. Total amount of simple interest. You can apply PRT by 100. Hmm. Calculate कर लो अब. No, this is amount invested in scheme B. So you can start like this. In B, you can take X. And in A, you can take 13,900 minus X. And apply PRT by 100, add them up and equal to 13,000. See, total amount invested is 13,900. You have to find how much invested in B. Suppose you invested B, X amount in B. So the remaining amount he invested in A. Now you find simple interest in both and add. P R T has been given. This P would be this. T is 2, है ना? तो B P would be X. दोनों को ऐड करके इससे इक्वेट कर दूं. So the interest in the first stream कितना होगा? Will be the principal, which is 13,900 minus X. Rate of interest in the first scheme is 14%. Term is 2 by 100 plus X into 11 into 2 divide by 100 equals to 3508. Is it 64 or 75? Or it's no. Ah, no, ulta. If you take ulta, then in that case, your answer would be 7,500 in B, in A. So B would be 39,000. Huh? See, that's how you make mistakes. 7,500 is the answer for the scheme A. They're asking for scheme B. X is for scheme B. You have taken X for A. So that is why the unknown you take as X. Hmm. Okay, Devansh, Raksha, Saina. Hmm, 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 hmm. He says that he's charging simple interest, but he's compounding. He's including the interest after 6 months in the principal. That is, he's doing half yearly compounding. That means the rate of interest will be more. When you do compounding, in compounding, rate of interest is always higher. The amount you have to pay is more. So effectively, he has to pay more. So that means the rate of interest is more. Hmm. When nothing has been given, it's how? How? See, either use compounding wala formula or you can do otherwise also. Suppose the principal is rupees 100, right? Sometimes when you take principal as 100, it becomes easier for you. Rate of interest has been given 10%. So if he is charging simple interest, how much interest would be there? 100 into rate of interest into 1 by 100. That is 10 rupees. If he is not cheating, then in that case, the simple interest at the end of 1 year would be 10 rupees. But he's cheating. So I'm not using compounding wala formula. So after 6 months, that is after half year, what will be interest? After half year interest would be 100 rupees. Rate of interest 1 by 2 by 100. That is 5 rupees. So after 6 months, interest would be half 5 rupees. Hmm? So what he's doing is he's adding this 5 rupees with the principal. That means after 6 months, the principal will be taken as 105. The principal will be taken as 105. So up on this principal 105, what will be interest for the next 6 months? It will be R, T is 1 by 2 half term. I'm just doing it by simple interest. So this is like this 10.5 divided by 2, 5.25. So the simple interest for the next 6 months is 5 rupees. For the first 6 months is 5 rupees. That means the total simple interest is how much? 10 plus 10.25 rupees. That is on 100 rupees. Simple interest is coming out to be 10.25. So on 100 rupees, whatever is the simple interest, that is the rate of interest. That is by 100 rupees. So this is if he's not cheating, if he's not doing compounding, then it will be 10 rupees only. Because on 100 rupees, whatever is the simple interest, that would be a rate of interest. See, on 100 rupees, if the simple interest is 5 rupees, that means rate of interest is 5%. If 100 rupees, simple interest is 20 rupees, that means rate of interest is 20 rupees. So on 100 rupees, simple interest is 10.25. That means the rate of interest is 10.25. So effectively, the rate of interest is 10.25. Now, half PRT by 100. 6 months. 6 months is half, 1/2 years. If you use the formula, the answer will be the same. Okay. Now, if I use compound interest formula, it's a half yearly compounding. Now, this time I'm using half yearly compounding. So the compound interest will be how much? P, which is 100, 1 plus R by 2, because half yearly compounding, 10 by 2 by 100. And how many half years? 2 years minus the principal. Correct? I'm using the formula. Compound interest is amount minus principal. So this would be 100, 21 by 20 whole square minus 100. 21 square is how much? 441. Calculate this. It's a half yearly compounding, so number of terms would be 2, because in 1/2 year there are 2 half years. This is 2. Okay. Same answer, no? So it will be the same answer. Principal is 100. See, if you take the principal 100 rupees, the best part is whatever is the rate of interest would be the same as simple interest, and vice versa. Because rate of interest is half yearly compounding. There it was simple interest, na PRD by 100. This time I'm using half yearly compounding. Aega. It'll be difficult, slightly difficult, but you can. Hmm. Right. And initial is P. You can see the multiplier of P. What is the multiplier of P? You can use that. But you have the interest with you. ये आ गया? You then use this formula. Find this. No. See, this answer of yours would be in terms of P. This is also P. P and P cuts. You get R. Use this. See, if I don't use 100, it will be P into how much? 10.25, right? So simple interest is how much? Simple interest is P into 10.25. P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, T is 100. It will be like this, no? Hmm? It won't be 10 point. It'll be, this is how much? If I take this as P, this also as P, then this would be P 41 by 400 minus 1, right? So this would be P into 41 by 400, right? So this won't be 10.25. It will be 41 by 400. So this goes, you get 10.25. So even if you take P as principal, you get your answer. But in that case, you have to use this formula. Better you take 100. जो भी amount आएगा, that'll become the simple interest, rate of interest. Difference between simple and compound interest compounded annually. Difference between simple and compound interest compounded annually on a certain money is for 2 years is this much. What is the principal? You all know that compound interest is always more. Compound interest is always more than the simple interest. So it'll be compounded will be P into 1 plus compounded annually like this minus P. Whereas simple interest would be PRT by 100. So difference of these two has been given to you. According to the question, we've been given P into 1 plus R is how much? 4%. Whole square minus P minus simple interest is P into 4 into 2 by 100 is rupees 1. So this is the equation. You're supposed to find the principal. You can't take it 100. ये common ले लो. No, it's compound interest is always more than simple interest. With the same rate of interest, compound interest is more. Hmm? Take P common. This is 1 by 25. So 26 by 25 whole square minus 1 minus 2 by 25 is equal to 1. 26 square is how much? Hmm? What is 26 square? Hmm. P equals to 625. Answer is 625. Then there was this question in NATA. A man buys a watch for rupees 1950. At a credit means that he'll be getting 2200 after 1 year. He's not getting 2200. Suppose he sells it for 1950 and get the money right away. Then the profit, no, no, if he get the money right away, the profit would be how much? 250 rupees. But he's not, getting the money now. He'll be getting the money after a year. He'll be getting 2200 rupees after 1 year. Yes, along with interest. So question is how much money is getting now effectively. That is the question. So you can take 22 as an amount. Hmm? That you think how to do it? He's getting 2200 rupees after 1 year. He's not getting it now. His CP at the moment is 1950. SP you can find out. After 1 year, it is 2200. So something which is 2200 rupees after 1 year, what is the worth today? Obviously less. Hmm? Options. Hmm? See, if he gets 2200 rupees now, today, his profit would be just 250 rupees. How can it be more when he's getting that money after 1 year? Its value will be less. He's getting 2200 after 1 year. No, no, sells it for a rupees 2200 at a credit for 1 year. That is after 1 year, he'll be getting 2200. So principal you can take as P today. It becomes 2200 after 1 year at a rate of interest of 10%. P leke, you take this as P. So this is the amount. Amount is P plus PRT by 100. Amount he's getting after 1 year is 2200. So what will the principal? He is getting 2200 after 1 year, not today. सारा लिखा हुआ है साफ साफ, अंधा ही पढ़ लेगा इसको. उधार. आप credit means after 1 year. You're not getting it now. You're getting it after 1 year. So what is the principle? Hmm? Hmm. So it's 2200 is equal to P into, this is 11 by P is 2000. That means that 2200 after 1 year is worth 2000 today. It's worth 2000 rupees today. That means the profit is only 50 rupees. Suppose you sell it something for 100 rupees and somebody says, I'll pay you 10,000 after 100 years. What is the worth? We have added. This is the interest. This is the interest. Because you're getting 2200 after 1 year. Say, sup, suppose you buy something for 1950. You sell it for P rupees. But this P rupees after 1 year at the rate of R% per annum becomes 2200. So what is the P at the moment? It will be less. It won't be 2200. 2200 is amount. No, no. He's getting 2200 rupees after 1 year. Effectively, huh? Get a stool from there. Ask him. Sunil, stool de do. So this was NATA question. NATA 2022. Hmm? The least number of complete years in which a sum of money put out at 20% compound interest will be more than doubled. So we have to use compounded. Money is more than doubled. क्या वो वर्क नहीं कर रहा है? क्या पावर है इसकी? अच्छा, दूर का है. So amount is more than doubled. So what is the equation? A is more than P into 1 plus. No. Amount is more than double of the principal. It'll be like this, no? Amount is more than 2 times the principal. The sum of money put out is more than double, right? And what is A? A is P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power n is more than 2P. Yes. एक ही बात है. This is 20 by 100. So it will be 1.2 to the power n. So hit and trial. So n cannot be 2. 2 is as it is not there. So you can start with 3. You can take n as 3. It could be either 3 or 4. So when n is 3, it will be amount is more than doubled. So now put the formula for amount. P into 1 plus R by 100. So if it's 3, are you getting the answer? 1.2 whole cube will be 1.44 into 1.2. 1.728. No, it won't be 3. Then when n is 4, it will be 1.2 raised to power 4. 1.44 into 1.44. 14 square is 196. Yes, it'll be more than 2. B equals to 4. So number of complete years will be 4. Read the question. Age problems. Read the question carefully. Hmm. Yes. There's a difference between three times and three times more. If the question was that father is three times age of his son Ronit, there'll be different equation. But it says father is three times more than his son's age. He'll become four times. Hmm? Four, two, abhi to three tha. Okay, let's see. Father is aged three times more. So suppose father is X, son is Y. So what is the relation? Father is three times more. You can start with one variable. Then this Ronit says. So the first equation is X is equal to 4Y. You can do that also. So X is equal to 4Y. After 8 years, it would be two and a half after 8 years. So after 8 years, what are the ages? It will be X plus 8. It will be Y plus 8. So after 8 years, it will be two and a half times. So after 8 years, X plus 8 is equal to two and a half times Y plus 8. That is the equation after 8 years. So it is X plus 8 is equal to 5 by 2 into Y plus 8. Right? So it will be 2X plus 16 is equal to 5Y plus 8, 40. You can replace X. X is 4Y. So 3Y is equal to 24. Y is equal to 8. So what will be X? Y is 8 and X is how much? X is 32. So for 8 years and further 8 years also. So further 8 year means X plus 16 and it will be Y plus 16. So X plus 16 is how much? Father is 32 plus 16, 48, and the son would be 24. The correct answer is two times. Hmm? Hmm? No, but he says three times more. इसका मतलब हुआ रोने father is three times age of father. The question says three times more. So it'll 4x ले लो. It'll be 4x. Same, right? So when the father is x, son, you can take it like this also, Ronit. Son is y, the father would be 4y. You can use one variable also. If Ronit is y, father would be y plus 3 times y, using one variable, right? Next. सोचो. I was as old as you are at present at the time of your birth. Time of birth का मतलब sun ages 0. Suppose sun is x now. This would be x years ago. Father was x. So this was x years ago. So present age of father would be 2x. And 2x has been given to you. What is 2x? 38. X would be 19. Sun at present is 19. That is 5 years ago, sun was 14 years. So at present, sun is in x. So x years ago, sun would be 0 at the time of birth. This is the time of birth. X would be 0. Father was same as x today. So after x years, father would be x plus x, 2x. 2x is 38. Then you have question on numbers also. Like you have a 2-digit number. This is decrease, that is increase. Digits are reversed. Then those kind of questions. Suppose you have a two-digit number. Digit on tens place and unit place, you can take x and y. So if you have a two-digit number, digit and the units place is x and tens place is y. So what will be the number? 10y plus x, right? Suppose we interchange the digits. Interchange. So y becomes x, x becomes y. So what is the new number? New number would be 10x plus y. So if you find sum of two numbers, new and the old number, then what happens? Sum of old and new number. It will be 11x plus 11y. That is the sum will be always 11 times the sum of digits. Remember this result. If you have a two-digit number, you interchange the two digits, find the new number, add the new number with the old number. The sum will be always 11 times the sum of digits. X plus y is sum of digits. We take an example. Take any number. Think of any number. Say 27. If I interchange digits, it will be 72. If you add them, it will be 99. And that is 11 into 9, which is 11 into 7 plus 2. Similarly, if you find difference of New number and the old number. Difference न्यू नंबर को पहले लिख लो. New number is 10x plus y minus 10y plus x. So it will be 9 times x minus y. So it will be always 9 into difference between two digits. So if you interchange digits in a two-digit number, you find the difference of old number and the new number. It will be always 9 times the difference of digits. Hmm. 3 times the first of three consecutive odd integers is 3 more than the twice the third integer is. 3 times the first of three consecutive odd integers he is 3 more than twice the third. Hmm? ऑप्शन में तो है. It could be. Odd integers will take like x, x plus 2, x plus 3. 4. So 3 times the first of the three consecutive odd integers. So 3 times the first is equal to 3 more than twice the third. 3 more than twice the third. Just like this. So x will be equal to 11. The first is 11, so it will be 15. The third one is 15. Hmm? You can answer it by having a look at the options also. In all four options, uh, in all four options, product is 18, 8, x into y. If I add 8, 18 to the 18, it'll become 36. These are not reverse. But if I add 18 to 24, if I add 18 to 24, it become 42. The digits are reversed. That means the answer is 24. Or else you can use the method also. Yes. Because if you add 24 to 18, it becomes 42. So look at the options. Start with the options also. Not necessarily always answer using the formula. Then there'll be a question on mixtures. You add this much to this, and then new percentage is this. Those kind of questions would be there. Commonsensical questions. There's no formula for that, but still, mixture. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm? 1/4 is not correct. Hmm? 1/4 is not correct. Keep changing your answer without liquid and water, right? So you have 3 parts of water and 5 parts syrup. That is, it is liquid is 5x and water is 3x. The proportion is 5:3. Suppose you have taken out y amount of liquid. Okay? You've taken out y amount of liquid. So in y amount of liquid, or y amount of mixture, you can say, what will be the volume of the liquid? Because liquid and water is the ratio 5:3. Okay, syrup and water. So the proportion is 5:3. So in 5x of syrup, how much would be in amount of the mixture? What would be proportion of syrup? 5/8 into y, because it is 5:3. Will be 5/8 y. Whereas what will be water? 3/8 y. Is it okay? So now how much pure syrup is there? 5x minus 5/8y. And how much is water? 3x minus 3/8 of y. So this is when you have taken out so much of y amount of mixture from the liquid. Hmm? Because you have taken out the mixture, y amount of mixture you have taken out. The pure syrup is this, pure water is this. Now you're adding how much of water? Y of water is added. Because with the mixture, syrup will also come out. When you have a mixture of two liquids, when you take out some part of, so how can you take out syrup? If you have tea, somebody say ask take out water from it. Can you take out water from tea? Hmm? Because this was original syrup. From the syrup, you have subtract the pure syrup. You have taken out Y mixture, no? So in Y amount of mixture, you have only 5/8 of syrup and remaining is water. Now you have added Y amount of water. So it'll be added this side. So this is 5x minus 5/8y, and the water is added this side. So water will be 3x minus 3y/8 plus y. And now this is 50/50. That means they are equal. So equate them, you find the value of, equate these two because this ratio is 1:1. हम्म स्माइल करो ठीक हो जाएगा आ गया ठीक हो गया बिकॉज वॉट क्वेश्चन क्यों नहीं पढ़ती so 2x is because it's 1:1 now. Hmm. Why amount of? Because you don't read the question. How much mixture must be drawn off and replaced with water? मैं मालूम है आंखें घर पे रख के आई हो फिर भी पढ़ तो लो. रीड द क्वेश्चन. जितना मिक्सचर you're taking out, the same amount of water you're mixing. So it will be 8x is equal to 5y. And he's asking what? How much of the mixture must be drawn off? So y is 8x by 5. 8x is what? 8x is total volume. Initial volume was 8x. So how much of mixture you're taking out? One fifth of the total volume. 8x by 5 means one fifth of the total volume. Total volume was 8x. So the answer is 1 by 5. What? Hmm. 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 When you take out the mixture, it is containing water also, it's containing syrup also. You can't take out only syrup or water. So you're taking out mixture. I have taken out Y amount of mixture. It's a good question. So when you take out Y liter of mixture, how much of the syrup would be there? It'll be only 5 by 8 of Y because proportion of syrup is 5 by 8. Proportion of water is 3 by 8. Hmm. Similar question. So when you take out 9 liter, what is the proportion of A in 9 liter? 7 by 12. What will be the volume of B? 9 into 5 by 12. So now you have 7x minus 63 by 12, and this is 5x minus 45 by 12, right? After you take out 9 liter of mixture. No, proportion. This time volume has been given, no? 9 liter is taken out. In 9 liter, what is the fraction part of A? The proportion of A is to B is 7 is to 5. So in 9 liter, how much would be liquid A? It would be 9 into 7 by 12. And B would be 9 into 5 by 12. So this liquid is so much, this liquid is so much. And then what happens? Why? It's been given 9 liters. 9 liters been given in the question. Read करती नहीं हो तुम तो क्वेश्चन पढ़ना ही नहीं है बिना क्वेश्चन पढ़े का आंसर कर दो बस तो फिर क्या लिखा हुआ है अंडरलाइन भी किया मैंने now you filling it with liquid B that means you are adding 9 liter with this I'm adding 9 liter also we are filling this with 9 liter of B and now this ratio is how much this ratio equals to 7 is to 9 B is with 1 B B you add 9 you take out 9 and you fill this with 9 you're filling the container with the 9 liter of liquid B. Then you find the ratio. Hmm? 1 minute. Answer is 21. Nine liter of liquid B is added. B is this. This is B. Why 5? 9. Array? That means same amount will be filled. Answer is 21. Right? Ending the class.